everyone. Just going to talk to you about my opinion on how disease works. I think a lot of other, Buddha and other religions think maybe the same way. I don't know, maybe I put it together a little differently, but how I look at it, is that there's all disease is one thing. It's just mucus, bacteria, infection, swelling. All that's just mucus. Mucus is just colonizing a human body. The chakra system, if you look at the rainbow and the colors, we have our throat chakra, which is green. And they say that we should never be below green in the yellow, orange, or red. And because of that, it's the same idea as let's say a plant, So I'll show you some plants with some yellow leaves here. And a plant with yellow leaves, you know what I mean? Like this guy here, he has some environmental problems. Maybe he hasn't been fed right. Maybe there's something going on with the air. Maybe the pot's too small. Maybe the pot's heating up too much from the sun. Lots of different variables. But just like a human, if it's, sure it gets pretty complicated, but you just stay away from the bad shit and you'll be all good, The ancient medicine for 10,000 years has figured this shit out. And in the past 100 years is when everything got so confusing for everyone. And the pharmaceutical companies have pretty much made, 500 problems off of one thing. And they just kind of make a subject out of each one of those and say, okay, we're going to treat you for that, treat you for that, treat you for that. Pretty much all comes from our microbiome, which is our gut. It's the bad bacteria versus the good bacteria. All the probiotics they give us, we should be on antibiotics. I'm sorry that they're giving us. We should be on probiotics with the antibiotics. They don't suggest that. So when you think about a plant that's yellowing leaves, there's literally if you look at the ground right there, there's literally, I don't know how many trillion single cell organisms. To scientists, those are considered animals. Okay? So those are a lot of little tiny animals down there, more than there are humans on Earth by a long shot. Now, what they do is these things talk to each other through quorum sensing. And they can actually, the whole world can chit-chat with each other, including us humans. We're just too disrupt and off to La La Land and addicted to Tim Hortons and McDonald's and video games and chasing money and paying bills. It's just all bullshit. We're just chasing something for some reason. I don't know. There's a bigger picture here. But a plant that with yellowing leaves, it's just like the chakra system. It's going below the green throat chakra into the yellow and the orange, and it's radiating low because it's unhappy, because it's either in a bad pot, it's heating up too much, the water's maybe not the right temperature with enough oxygen in the water, maybe there's not enough nutrients or microorganisms in there or minerals. But either way, the plant isn't happy. If it continues the way it goes, the minerals or the microorganisms that are on the ground that I was speaking of will colonize this plant and will take it down, because life in general keeps on going. That's how life works. It just keeps on. Life is life. It's an oxymoron. You can't say life, someone doesn't die when they die. Their etheric energy goes up and a new person comes up from that. You know what I mean? So if you look at it like that with a human, if we can cleanse our livers and eat really healthy, work out, get ground with the world, you know what I mean? Get in with the world and get out and about, go chit chat with other humans, because this is all part of it. Listen to the birds, be conscious of them. You know what I mean? Be conscious of everyone. Pay attention to people when they're talking, Hang out with other like-minded people with you, so you'll ride enlightenment just in a conversation. You won't even realize it, but you'll start radiating higher than you even realize. 400 or 500 hertz, 600 hertz. Albert Einstein says himself, he says everything is energy, and that's about it. And it really is. It's all energy. If you radiate a high frequency, the organisms aren't going to want to colonize you. They're not going to want to jump on your body. You know what I mean? And that's the same way with what you eat. If you're out eating chocolate bars, or you're starting your morning off with a coffee and 5 sugars, any sugars. We shouldn't have eaten on any sugars. Just fruit. Fruit is the best possible recipe. There's been so many weird diets, people doing pure fruit diets and almost recovering all of their problems, including diabetes, cancers, all kinds of other things. The living organisms, the enzymes, the prebiotics, the probiotics, everything that's inside these fruits, vegetables. You got to eat raw. You got to not cook your food sometimes. If you find yourself a whole week in and you're not eating anything, everything's been cooked for a week straight, well, guess what? You're missing out on a lot of minerals, enzymes, and eventually you're going to start stripping your microbiome, and it's not going to function right. You're not going to shit right. You're going to have mood swings. You're going to have brain fog. You know what I mean? And so, you You got to do the diligence. Don't let this society around us like destroy us with Tim Hortons. And you go to a corn store, everything is genetically modified sugars. These are sugars coming from corn that are genetically modified from like a science lab. And they're stuffing it in pop, they're stuffing it in candy, they're stuffing it in chips. You got aspartame, it comes from E. coli poop. What the fuck is that? That's not right. Like who decided to take E. coli poop and I guess that's sweet? And it doesn't contain calories? Is that how that works out? That's gross. People don't know that. You know what I mean? So just remember that the chakra system, you want to be in the green, navel and above. You want to be in enlightenment, purple, violet, you know, all that beautiful green and above. You're growing. You're like a nice luscious plant. You know, all these plants are working around us in perfect syncrecy. You know, it's only when we decide to grow the plant, when we screw up by putting it in too small of a pot or whatever, that it, you know, starts to turn yellow and starts to get unhappy. And then unhappy is pretty much us stressed out. So if you want to look at it like that, all disease is just one thing. It's just a microorganism colonizing a body. And it's just, it'll ride your skin and give you a skin problem, or go in your blood, give you leukemia. It'll eat the white blood cells, it'll eat the red blood cells, but it'll be chasing that. And if you know the ancient medicine, you know, you get on some certain herbs, Dr. Sabi, a few done, Dr. Berg, you know what I mean? They have literally like protocols that you can do to, like, you know, knock any cancer to the ground. It's literally just, you know, you got a couple yellow leaves on your body. And if you continue down that road, it is gonna get worse. But, you know, just don't always think we're in the best hands. You know, I don't wanna go all conspiracy theorists on everyone, but when you think about it, you know, the Western world medicine only deals with after you've been sick. The Eastern medical world deals with prevention. Now, in North America, they only deal with Western medication. They don't deal with before you've been sick. You know what I mean? Like prevention. So when you really think about it, like in all other countries in the world, Europe and all China even has ancient Egyptian rooms when you go to the hospital. So if you want to get like a turmeric injection, you can. You can get a peroxide injection, which is mind-blowing. Like, peroxide's illegal in all of North America, which is just like, you know, oxygenized water, you know? So, you know, the Egyptians really did figure this out, or just any, you know, all the old medicine, anything old medicine, we got to go back. So taking the herbs, you know, getting into those herbs, you know, clearing, doing the odd parasite cleanse, you know, every 6 months, you know, you get the odd, and people are, if you got a sugar tolerance and it's gone up, guess what? You got something in you that's craving something. It ain't you. It's something that's wanting that environment in your stomach, and that's what's leading you back to the candies, back to the sugars in your coffee. You know, there's no reason anybody should be on sugars that are processed, let alone even cane sugar. No one needs that shit either. So just remember, all disease is the same thing. It's just colonizing a different part of your body because you're stressed out, you're unhappy. You got to empower yourself a little bit with knowledge. And, you know, subscribe to the right things on YouTube. So you surround yourself with the proper videos that are actually, you know, sending you, you know, coming up on your newsfeed every day. So you're not, you know, checking out shit that doesn't really help you much. And eventually you'll grow into that aspect of your life, because what you condition yourself is what you become. You know, what we see is what we are. So, you know, meditate, close your eyes, visualize, and remember, fate, dreams, dream big, because it's all a quantum message to the universe saying, hey, we want you to thrive and live and continue on, and if anything, they'll give you the earth will give you the knowledge that you need to keep going. You just need to listen to your gut, because your gut's powerful. So don't allow any yellow leaves on your body, and you won't be colonized by microscopic single cell organisms that want to take you down. And you know, you don't want to be the llama in life and have the lion chase you, because life is just like the lion and the llama. It'll take you down if it smells fear in you. So don't radiate low. Fear is the low radiating. You know, don't be stressed out, don't be depressed. Live in the moment. Live like right where you are, and just look at your kids, look at your dogs, look at your pets, look at the birds, look at the world, look at your parents, look at who you have around you, you know, friends, family, whatever, you know. It's all around us. Energy's all around us. You know, go befriend a tree. Might not be able to talk, but trust me, it likes to hear us. So everyone, that's my thoughts for the day. Hopefully that helped you out a little bit. And I'm going to start making more of these videos, so hopefully I can help some people out. Seems like I've been helping a lot of people lately, and you know, I think it's a lot simpler than what we think. I think it's just they make it seem a lot more in depth. You know, when you get into the medical Western world, and vitamins and supplements and all this stuff, there's just so much to learn. But it's really simple. Just get the junk out of you. Stay off genetically modified things and just stay clean, stay outside, stay happy. Don't be depressed and live in the moment. Enjoy your Sunday, everyone. Happy July 1st weekend. I guess for the Americans, happy July 4th tomorrow. And yeah, peace out, everyone.